Hi, my name is Jess. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a plan with me for the week of July 29th through August 4th in my medium size passion planner. I always use my compact or small size to plan out my week ahead of time. So I know what I'm doing. This is what I take around with me. So I'll have that ready. For the very first time, I subscribed to the Simply Gilded box. Because I just couldn't help myself. And so something you will learn about me, if you don't already know this, I am a sticker user, not a sticker hoarder. So I'm going to use these stickers because they are too pretty not to. It also, I'm sure a lot of you know about the Simply Gilded washi stuff. So I have all the washi tape that it came with that I'll probably be using. But yeah, I don't often use full kits in my planning. As you can see, this was last week. I still need to fill out for last night and today. But I do like kits sometimes. I did here, I'll flip through real quick. Earlier on in the year, I was using a lot of kits because a friend of mine and I exchanged some kits. And so I do like using them. These Simply Gilded ones, I think they're probably made for Erin Condren, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm going to get started. There are certain things I know I'm going to do, and then other stuff I'm just going to kind of wing. So I'll start with the headers. Okay, so I know I've got a few big sort of events happening throughout the week, and so that's kind of what I use the big boxes for. But I also think I'll put one in this section, or possibly in this week's focus section. But okay, first I am going to put this here because first thing tomorrow I am dropping my baby off. Yeah, so it doesn't quite fit, but it's pretty close. But I'm taking my baby to my mother-in-law's, and then I need to remember, I'm gonna put an appointment sticker. I need to get my allergy shot. I think before I write anything in, I'm going to lay some more things out. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little washi block here and then choose one of the boxes, maybe this enchanted one, to go here. So I'm going to do a washi block, and I'll do a whole tutorial about this sometime soon. I almost hate to cover that up. Yeah, I don't think I can cover it up. It's too pretty. I don't know where I'm going to put this one now. Sorry if you can hear the dishwasher running. Okay, so I've got a pretty long to-do list this week, as you can see. But I think I'm going to divide it up into days to see what I logically think that I can get done. So I'm going to go ahead and write out the big to-dos and see how that goes. And then I'm going to set up down here for my daily memory keeping. So the main reason why I finally subscribed to Simply Gilded for this kit in particular, and I've got some other Simply Gilded washi tape and stuff that I've always gotten on like buy sell trade things, but I used to play World of Warcraft all the time, and I haven't since I had my baby, but this whole thing, all of the deco makes me think of the Azure Mist Isles and the Draenei. Like, it's very much their aesthetic. Also like night elves and stuff too, but I was always a Draenei. And so down here in the space of infinite possibility, I want to do something like use one of the major catchphrases that they always say, which is definitely going to show my nerdiness. I'm okay with that. It's definitely one of the things I've had to sacrifice since I had a baby, and eventually I'll get back to it. But I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that right now. So it'll probably involve some pauses and some sketching, but I'll speed it up and everything. So that's fine. But I think I want to try to incorporate these because they really kind of called to my spirit. But yeah, so I'm going to switch to a pencil. I am using the oldest set of watercolors on the planet. It should be fine. Also, I'm going to have it say the Naru have not forgotten us. If you don't get it, that's okay. I don't think I need to explain the Draenei to you. That would just be ridiculous. Okay. Also, so, love you. Bye, babe. Yeah. My husband just left. Okay, so I don't recommend using a ton of watercolors in your planner. The Passion Planner can handle it better than, like, I don't know, any other planner on basically the planets. I'm a little biased, but it's fine. But I'm planning on doing this washi tape border which I think it'll be, I'm not really sure how this whole YouTube thing is going to work out for me, but I'm going to do a tutorial. So even if the water bleeds through onto this page, it doesn't matter because I'm covering up completely. And so that's why I decided that it was okay to use watercolor in this particular instance. But I would use caution if you're going to use watercolor. This is not the first time that I've used watercolor, but just you want to be careful when you do. Also, whenever I finish, I will show you guys like how much bled through or didn't bleed through and stuff. I'm putting down this paper towel just to prevent too much of the water from getting through. And what I'm thinking, I'm not gonna do anything super fancy, but I really love how this art sort of fades up. So I'm gonna do something a little bit along those lines just to sort of match the aesthetic. And then I've got my super cool World of Warcraft quote. Okay, I know this looks bananas. This is just a salt, it's salt. And we'll see if this works. It's a trick that my mom showed me. I don't know if it's wet enough on here, but if it works, the salt, when it dries, will soak up some of the color as it dries, and then it should make it kind of this, I don't know, splotchy look to it. We'll see. I might have just spiced up my planner a little bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a minute to dry and then I'll dust the salt off and we'll see how it looks. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna add just a few of the other things I'm doing this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna brush off the salts. I don't know if it did what it was supposed to do because I didn't think about it until the last minute, and you're really supposed to do that right when the salt or when the paint is wet. And I was trying not to get it too wet, so we'll see. Ah! Sorry. Someday I'll invest in nicer equipment. Okay. Yeah, it did not. Well, yeah, it didn't quite do what I wanted, but there's definitely some texture added because of it. So I kind of expected those places to be lighter, but it's fun. You know. Anyway, I like it. I think it definitely added a different texture to it than if I'd just done the straight things. You can see, let me show you. You can see where the paint was picked up by the salt. So if I'd done it right when, like if I thought about it ahead of time, which if you're new to my channel, which everyone is because there's like 2 videos, I don't always plan how I'm gonna plan ahead of time. So if I thought about it ahead of time, I would have put it right on there, but I didn't. So, but it's still, I like it. I think it's cool. And yeah, it's all smoothed out. So now I'm gonna add the words and probably a strip of washi up at the top since I was a little sloppy with the paint. It looks like where it did most of the bleeding through was actually where I put the salt. So, you know, for what it's worth, This might be good to know. And I'm a little worried that if I use the pen now, it's gonna bleed through because the paper is still just like a little bit damp. But because I'm impatient and my baby's coming home soon, I'm gonna go ahead and go for it, especially since I have plans. This is not even gonna exist in the current state. But that's just like a warning. I should get a fancy graphic that's like, don't try this at home, kids. I would definitely recommend waiting to do this next step until after you have let the paint completely dry. So, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I love that. Again, if you want to know what the Naru are and the Draenei and all that, like, you can look it up. But if not, just know that I did a pretty watercolor. Okay, so I'm trying to decide. I want to do something with these stickers here, but I just don't know where to put them because I don't know what I'm doing like on Saturday. I don't know. I just don't know. But I love the way they look. So I'm probably just going to hang on to them for now, and then they'll probably make an appearance by the end of the week is what I'm thinking. But I do like all the white details, so I think I'm going to use my white gel pen and just add some little star sparkle twinkly things. Like, I don't know if you can tell. I'm getting so much inspiration from this thing. Yeah. So that's where I'm going to stop for today. Oh, let me show you the back. It did not bleed through. So there's a little bit where I put that salt. So just keep that in mind if you end up doing that technique. And there's going to be a little bit of bumpiness of warping, but it's a small section. And like I said, you can check out my previous video and see how I covered up all of this. It's like going back in time. Oops, sorry. And so, yeah, there's my little space of infinite possibility for the week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can give it a thumbs down if you want. But I'd prefer this way. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to try to do about 2 videos a month is all I'm committing myself to because I got a baby and so it can be hard. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Happy planning, and I will talk to you next time.